Hello everyone, I am Prasad Amonkar, real estate consultant and real estate coach, and we are on day 12 of 30 days challenge for brokers by me. So I hope you have been enjoying these videos. See, these videos I normally kind of make based on my experience into this industry. So it is not something like a bookish knowledge. It is the experiences or the clients I have met, how I have handled their objections, how I have handled my business, how I have planned my day, how I have been focused towards my business, and how I have been successful in my business, and also helping others to do their business of real estate trade in a very successful way. I am happy, I am satisfied, not just because I am doing a good business. I'm also happy because I could manage to kind of train people. I could pass on that experience of mine to others so that they can follow a bit of it or maybe most of it, or whatever they understand, and they could fetch some really good returns. And people who were there consistent, who were loyal and understood that coaching is important for them, understand getting mentored by someone who is experienced. Maybe it's me or someone else in the market, or maybe you don't have to be a coach to get mentored. You can kind of work with someone who is already into in this industry. He may not be a good orator, but he is a good experienced real estate agent who can teach you or who can support you. Okay, that's your responsibility to find out. If you look for one, you will get one. It's not necessary that there are limited people who can help you. It's you're looking for some help, you're really interested, you're passionate about this business, you want to grow in your life into this business of real estate, which is wide. Understand one simple thing. You take any product, you take a mobile phone, you take a car, you take any product of, what's the value of that particular product, maybe 4 lakh or 5 or 10. Real estate is the only industry wherein the ticket size is about 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, and what you earn out of it, you earn somewhere about 80,000 or 1.5 lakhs or 2 lakh from one deal. So isn't it that excites you? Just one deal and you're through. But it looks so simple for most of the people outside that ek deal ho gaya to kaam ho jata hai. It happens to people who have consistently worked into real estate industry. They have worked so hard that today whatever returns they are getting is because of their hard work in the past. So for you, it's not written anywhere that you cannot do it. It's very simple. Hard work is very simple. Smart work is very simple if you decide to do so. So all this while we spoke about setting the targets. I speak about this again and again because I want you to do business. Setting your targets, how much you want for this month. It has to be a measurable target. It has to be achievable target, so you can reach there, because if you reach there somewhere even close to your target, you will feel content and happy, joyful. And when you feel that, your journey in this work becomes exciting, it becomes encouraging, and you go to the next, you go to next. And even if you have rejection, someone had told me 20 years back, rejection or a no is basically not a rejection, it's the next opportunity. I was also given an example many years before that when you have rejection and you have met 100 people and you have spoken to 100 people and you have closed sale of about with 10 of them, whatever money you earn from those 10 clients or the 10 products or the 10 services, you divide it by 100, and that each client you have met is that's the value of your work. Suppose you have earned, let's say you have earned 1 lakh from 10 clients, that means you have not earned 10,000 from 10 clients, so you actually earned 1,000 from each client. So the rest of the 90 people who rejected, they also give you 1,000 rupees per head. So if you think that, so whenever you have rejection, you will not feel bad about it. You will be like, okay, 1,000 aa gaya andar. You have every rejection you count with money. Every rejection you count with money. But be smart. Don't go and just count money, and just don't go out and waste your time with people. I spoke to you about yesterday what kind of people you should not work with. Narrow down on your clients and work with these quality customers, because you do not have all the time in the world to do this business. Okay, you save your time as well. So today I'm going to talk to you about, what am I going to talk to you today? Is it something interesting? Is it going to benefit you? Is it really going to benefit you? Okay, it's actually going to benefit you. Why? Because it's called objection. You don't do business because the other person rejects. Either they reject the property, or they reject the idea of buying the property. Correct? It could be 3 or it could be multiple things why sale did not happen with you. Okay? Now, there is one thing which happens in the rejection process is objection. Client's objection. Suppose if you have a genuine client, he really wanted to purchase the property and he is not buying from you. Now what has happened is, I am considering today objection. He will come out with different objection. For example, suppose if he is going for a rental property, he would say, "Arey, this property is 10 kilometers away from the city. It's too far from the school of my child," or it could be it's away from my principal office workspace. Okay, or it could be it's a small apartment, or I don't think the locality is good, or I don't think there are too many people, there is less occupancy, or I think the price is more, or whatever reasons. And the last thing what they say is, if they don't get proper convincing answer, and if you are keeping on kind of pressing them about that particular objection and trying to convince them, you will get that last one word coming from the clients is, "I'll get back to you." Now this is a very, very, very scary word. I will get back to you. Very scary word. When someone says, "I'll get back to you," I know that he'll not get back to me. Did you say this to anybody in your life? For example, if you get a call from a call center and then they tell you everything, you had enough time to listen to them, maybe a minute or so, and then you will say, "Okay, I'll get back to you. If I really want your product, I'll get back to you." That means you are not going to get back to them. And you are a real estate agent, you have shown a client 1 or 2 or 3 properties, and at the end of the day or after 2 days when you are following up with him, he says, "I will get back to you." That person is not going to get back to you. 99% of the times is not going to get back to you. Whatever has to happen, all that decision making, anything has to happen with you. The business with you. I'm not saying that he's not going to buy. I'm not saying here that he's not going to look at the options available in the market. He may not buy from you. It happens. For example, suppose you go to a showroom and you go to a BlackBerry showroom and you want to choose something over there, or you go to any particular, I'm not taking a brand as such, any showroom, and you want to pick up something. Suddenly your sales guy will come and he will try to assist you, but sometimes he is trying to assist you, but you find it more of kind of not convenience. You're not comfortable with that kind of handling, right? You do not like to get closed on the sale. Nobody likes to get closed on the sale, like someone has sold me something. No, I have bought it. It is that way. Now you put yourself into that customer's shoes. Now you imagine you are going to a showroom and someone is trying to sell you something, and the other way around is you are trying to buy something. Okay, I want to pick that, 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 I want to pick about 4 to 5, and my decision, not your decision. You cannot tell me that this will look good on me or that will look good on me. So this rental property is good or that rental property is not good. This property is bigger, that particular property is economical. You cannot tell me that. I will decide it. So now how it has to come from your clients is your skill. This is what we teach, correct? How it has to come from the customer's side and not from your side. Okay, we are not here to impress the client. We are here to do business. Money has to come from there. Booking has to come from there, either the rental or sale. But decision making is, Baba, you have taken the decision. I have not done anything. Correct? In that case, what happens is, the best way to see that decision is coming from the other end is to ask questions. So what do you think, sir, about, how you think about the room size? Did you like it? Do you think this is good? Yeah, it's pretty good. The room size is really nice, and even the view from the property is good. I like this, I like the complex. So what do you think about the distance from your workplace and this particular place? Looks to be pretty good, maybe 15 minutes or so. And then, at times what will happen is he is questioning you. So if he is questioning you, one, you may kind of remodify the question, answer it first, and then kind of give two questions. But that questions should not look like actually you are kind of questioning the client. It should be put in a statement manner. It should be felt, that client should feel that you are his friend for that small period of time or whatever, and you are not selling, or he is not only taking, you both are taking the property, or you both are renting the property, or you both are purchasing the property. It should look like, okay, it's like वो कंधे पे हाथ रखते हैं ना, अच्छा we are taking this property. So sometimes one of my associate friend, when he goes to the property site viewing, what he will say, sir ये आपका property है ना, ये आपका property. He's gone with a buyer and he would say, sir आपका property ना यहाँ से चालू होता है, यहाँ से यहाँ. So he's already given it to him. But then the way he speaks, it's very comfortable. What you talk is not maybe sometimes more important. How you talk is also important. People don't want to know how much you know. People want to know how much you can help them. Like, I have so much of information about real estate, and if I'm not doing this real estate coaching and I'm there somewhere doing my business, people are not interested with me. People want to talk to me. Real estate agents want to collaborate with me because I am interested in helping them out. So they want to know the client. Similarly, the client doesn't want to know how much you know about real estate, how much kind of, you can say, in and out of real estate There are very different kind of customers wherein you have to be wherein you have to be technically very sound, and there are very less number of people over there. But mostly real estate purchase is based on emotions. Suppose, for example, like everyone says that, it's not only me, everyone says that even when you are purchasing a property, you will go by your gut feeling, you will go with that emotions, and then you will purchase the property, and you will not go with most of the statistics numbers. What is going to be the price tomorrow, this and that. That's investors' work. But here, when I was talking about objection handling, it should look like decision making should happen today. I will get back to you, he will not get back to you tomorrow. Now what you can do over here is, you can ask the client certain questions wherein you would expect answers from them, and they will express themselves. For example, sir, we have shown you, the client says, I will get back to you. Sir, we have shown you about 3 properties so far, and yesterday I told you about narrowing down, no? I spoke about how to filter the client, how to narrow down on your clients, wherein you need to ask them the questions which will come at the end of the entire process of facilitating the viewing has to come in front, correct? The client has met you, you have taken all the details, you have given your policies, you have told how the entire process works over here, and then you know that the buyer is serious and he is going to purchase maybe immediately, or after 2 months, or after 6 months. So that part you have done. Now over here, you want to know how he feels after you showing the properties, 3 properties or 4 or 5. So I'll get back to you. The immediate could be, sir, what is that thing which what is your feedback about this particular properties 1, 2 and 3. So there he may come out with his objection. Okay, maybe यहाँ पे ऐसा था, यहाँ पे ऐसा था. I like the third part of it. So do you think that I should arrange maybe 2 or 3 similar kind of properties in the type 3 properties which I showed you? The client have to say yes or no. So if he's saying no, that means you are that first process which I told you, narrowing down did not happen properly, because the client will never say no straight away, that no, I don't want to see the properties. Sir, do you think that the third properties is matching your requirement? I think the client, I should think about it and get back to you. So one is I'll get back to you. Now he's saying I'll think about it and let me study further. Whatever we have studied, let me go home, talk to my wife or my parents, and I'll get back to you again. Now again you're stuck at the same situation. So each time you get that objection, your answering pattern mostly is similar. You are not talking different. The idea, how you handle it is up to you. But the idea over here is to get that expression from the client. What is his views? Where exactly he stands right now? As far as purchase or rental is concerned, let's say consider purchase. As far as the purchase decision making is concerned, where he is standing right now. So you need to get that answer. So every time you are getting the objection, this is one of the biggest objection. Now I'll get back to you. But there will be any other objections which are very easy to handle. Acha, how far is the hotel from here? How far is the college from here? How far is the hospital from here? How far is the playground? How far is the beach? How far is this? How far is that? These are very easy to handle. These are not objections. These are information. Passing information, you already have it. So it's very simple. But something which is not, which you don't have answer for, like I'll get back to you. For what? Why will you get back to me? Let's talk now. So what is that I can do for you so that we make a deal? Or that's sometimes a straight question, correct? What is that I can do for you right now so that we end up making a deal? Correct? A straightforward question, that is kind of a last thing which you can say. So let him come back to you, okay, immediately. I think Prasad, I will take either more time to think about. So this kind of person comes in that category who will buy after 3 months or 4 or 5 or 6. So you keep them aside. But there are certain clients who were so far not happy with your work, but now suddenly they have realized that you are not that ordinary real estate agent. You are someone who is interested in him and his decision and his expectations, and you are actually interested in working with him for a closure, because ultimate idea is for a sale, and sale for you and purchase for him, correct? Either ways. Suppose if you are talking to a seller, it is the other way around. If you are talking to a buyer, for you it is a sale and for the buyer it is a purchase, correct? So the objective of both of you is a transaction. All this while it was not happening because the communication did not happen. So far the communication happened towards the viewing of the properties. Now when you want to know the final decision, the biggest objection you will have in your entire real estate career is, I will let you know. Rest of the objections are very simple, because you have the property, you have the product, I don't have the product. If it was someone specific product, I could tell you. But if it is product like apartment or a land which is at a particular place, you know the advantages, the merits and demerits of that particular property, correct na? I would not know. So rest of the technicals or legal aspects of it you handle. But what I'm talking about today is that objection which you must get an answer, because if you don't get an answer, you will either waste your time or you will lose the client. One thing will happen and you don't want that, correct? Losing time and losing client and wasting time. You don't want both of that thing to happen to you. So the best part is talk and get that expression from the client. The client will tell you. Nobody, one example I'll tell you. The other day, I didn't wanted to share information of one particular thing, okay, one particular concept. So this guy calls me and he says that I want information on this particular thing, okay, one subject which I cannot disclose because there's a disclaimer I have signed, correct? So I said I cannot do that because I have signed a disclaimer, and I can meet you and I can talk to you about this. I cannot talk to that, I cannot give this information to you over the phone. So I said, you come and meet me in the office and we will discuss. So he said, okay, I understood. And suddenly he kept on asking me. So that means, he put his question in a different manner. Okay, he started to put that question in a different manner and trying to take the answer from me. But here I was very adamant because it was a disclaimer kind of a thing. So I was very clear. I did not speak even one word. And I said, no, you have to book an appointment and we can discuss. But with clients, there's nothing like that they cannot disclose to you. It is nothing like, it's just emotional. Here I had a disclaimer, correct? Which is very official for me. It's very confidential. But for clients, when they are purchasing a property, they are taking a property on lease, what is that thing which they will not disclose? Is there any disclaimer signed within the family? No ना. तो यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा नहीं होता. यहाँ पे वो आपको ना खोद के निकालना पड़ेगा expression. What is his behavior? What is that he wants? And again I'm telling you, this is the only objection which comes, which cannot be repaired, which cannot be resolved. For that the only solution is, मतलब वो ऐसा है ना, if someone tells you that there's a black ink, now make it white. So what will happen? You can't make it white just like that, na? You have to pour more and more and more and more white, so much white that the black ink becomes white. It will take a lot of white. So over here, that one objection of his, there's a very small objection. You may have 1 question, 2 question, 3, 4, 5 or whatever number, depending upon the client, depending upon the property, and depending upon your interest in the property and selling to that particular client. If you think that the client has money and he can purchase property and you don't want to lose the client, speak up, speak to him, try to get that feedback from him. This will actually work for it. See, today's video is a bit strong, must have become longer because I don't actually write all such things, do scripting and then come to you. I come straight away to you with my experience. I have closed some fantastic deals, very, very difficult clients I have handled in this manner. It's not difficult, it's not easy, but it's not difficult, it's not impossible. You know, keep reading books. When you keep reading books now, books give you a lot of knowledge. A lot of people give you a lot of knowledge, their experience, and you know, that's how they may not give you a straight information, but that's how they build confidence. You build confidence within yourself that what if I am in this particular situation, what should I do, right? So tomorrow we'll come out with a new topic. I hope you are making those phone calls to your clients. I hope you are prioritizing your clients. I hope you are feeling that you have already closed the deals, and in this 30 days you have some good closure every time. And if you are on a day 10 or 12, whatever, go through all my videos in one shot also and practice it, and I challenge you that you will achieve result in these 30 days if you are interested, if you are committed, and if you know that that can happen.